Well, the thing is yeah, I know everybody's got their own personal preference, but I kid you not, I burned through 4 or 5 Intel chips
What are
back
you doing to
in.
them? Setting fire to the damn stuff.
Well, no, they set fire to themselves, but back in yeah, the late 90s, early 2000s, I went through 4 or 5 Intel chips. I went through 4, 5, 6 NVIDIA cards,
Bloody hell.
and I was like, you know what? I am so effing sick of this. I went to AMD's, and I have never had a
Going back.
problem since.
Well, yes, whatever experiences, isn't it? I said most things, but
Yeah, and you can chalk it up to statistics, and that's totally fine. I would respect that. I would. Um, but then what happened, obviously, afterwards is the price of AMD's went way, way, way down.
yeah.
For we got it. Gunship. The price went way down. The quality was comparable.
Oh, these days they are. There's very little difference between the two.
Yes.
It is down to personal preference. I feel, whichever one you up to do. Why is my railgun sat that low? I know, I didn't stick my arse in the air. Yes, because I run an i5 overclocked to 4.8 gigahertz, should I say? And I've not had an issue. It runs most of the time below 50 degrees. It hasn't set a foot wrong, so I can't knock my i5.
Okay.
But yeah, some people have horror stories of both sides of the fence.
Yes, they do. But the other thing too is people, I think, a lot of times conveniently leave out whatever it is that they bastardized their machine to. Whereas I never overclock. I believe in getting a machine that is out of the box, normal and fine and sustainable. I don't like tinkering and tweaking and screwing with it. And I agree that you should be able to.
Yeah,
And
given the option if you want to. It's again, if you have your opinion is too, then yeah.
yeah.
I don't like to be handcuffs if I don't want to be.
Right, but I guess it's kind of naive on my end to believe that they set it what they set it at for a reason, and it's kind of for my own good. And I know in the back of my mind that let's say I wanted to overclock this, which I never will, but let's pretend I do.
Mm-hmm.
I know that it's only 30 to 40% or whatever. There's a safe limit.
Yeah, completely. As long as you don't kick the arse out of it and go, I want it to run at 6 gigahertz.
Yeah.
With a standard stock cooler on top of it, and
Right.
you're just going to fry it within seconds.
Yep. And I know that okay, it's probably 40%, but I don't know. I'll consult a book because I know each one is different and safe and tested. But then I know at the same time that I need to get a better power supply.
Yeah. Oh, you open a whole can of worms when you start doing that. Yeah, I did.
I'll probably have to get about 3 coolers for it, and hence the power supply because I'll need another power supply. And I understand that there's a responsibility that comes with that.
Yes. Yeah, completely.
And I'll have to start vacuuming more, and I'll have to start.
Yeah, you have to bit of TLC on it regularly. You can't just leave it in the corner to do its thing because it will just.
It'll fry.
Yeah.
It'll cook rather, and I believe that they set it the way it did for like to leave it alone, a nice, safe but still strong. It sounds kind of naive and a little bit left wing, kind of the whole government will take care of me sort of thing, but I do kind of believe that, especially with hardware, they kind of designed it all that way with our safety in mind. There's only been one case that I know of where they deliberately underclocked something just so they could sell like 2 versions.
Yes.
I did hear about that one time, but
And I imagine this is going to be funny. I imagine it would be Intel to do that thing. Because,
it was too.
yeah, because it's a money-making, same as Microsoft. Let's release an operating system that is full of holes and get the general public to fault find it because we can't be bothered to. But that's just a whole kettle of fish.
Yep.
But Well, yeah, I'd say for me to get a computer that I built my own PC and it cost me about £500 to get all the components, and a friend came and helped me get it set up. To get an equivalent PC out of the box, I'd be looking at about £1,500.
Yeah.
Because I'd have to buy top of the range i7 chip, and because I've got a semi-decent Asus motherboard, and I'm running 16 gigs of DDR3 RAM overclocked to 1.6 volts and stuff like that. So, and it hasn't set a foot wrong since I've had it. I'm going to blow it up now. I've said that. I've cursed it, but
Yep. There
so,
you go.
There you go. Curse my computer.
Yeah.
But no, I fully believe that everyone has the right to pick what they want to do. That's why there's so many different choices, because if there wasn't, you'd only have one PC to be sold, and that's what you get given, and that's it.
Yeah, and we already proved that did not work. IBM,
Yeah.
I'm looking at you. I wasn't quite old enough to have to deal with that. Was a little bit before my time, but I was getting into computers right at the beginning of PC clones taking over, and people still trying to call them IBMs, and it's like, no, you don't own an IBM. Let's just call these PCs. And IBM realized, oh, you mean we can't corner this market?
Yes.
And the Apple IIe realizing that people want to be able to modify their machines. IBM realizing people don't want to pay $2,000 for something that's $250 worth of components.
Yep.
Besides the hard drive. Hard drives were stupid expensive back then.
Oh, if you notice how much they've dropped recently, they used to be uber expensive for not a lot.
You have a 25 meg hard drive?
What do you want all that space for? What are you going to do with all that space?
You're never going to use that.
Yeah.
You
So,
have 1 meg of memory?
Back, you probably didn't get over there, but we had a UK inventor called Sinclair that made a few home computers, and I had one of his early computers back in the 80s or late 80s that I'd learned basic programming on, and then moved up to an Amiga with a floppy drive built into it, and then I had the Amiga 32 with the first CD drive in the games or a computer system, and well, it was technically a games console rather than a computer.
Yeah. Anything with a CD-ROM was basically, well, what were they called? Multimedia...
multi entertainment units, yeah. Had me Atari, I'd say. Used to love my Pong and me Outlaw and things like that.
Atari was a great system.
Oh, I used to love my Atari. I wish I still kept it in the attic, because these days I could have sold it and brought a new house.
Yeah, and I still don't know where the hell mine is. I think my brother's probably got it. I don't know.
Banged on eBay by now, I imagine.
Yeah. He's a pack rat, just like my dad. I imagine that it's in his garage.
Oh, yeah, I'm a hoarder, so I like to hoard things. I don't like throwing things away, so I might need it one day.
Yeah, unfortunately, it freaking happens. It happens.
And then your wife says, "Have you got anything that this will actually fit?" And you go, "Well, actually, no. Nothing I've got will actually is compatible with that anymore." But that's
we
not
can
the
go
point.
to Radio Shack. We can go to Radio Shack. And
I might need to learn Morse code again.
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny. We got nothing super expensive, but we got a little home entertainment. I'm away and back to my keyboard. Bloop,
Oh,
bloop.
that's good of you.
Bloop, bloop.
Did you just get that? Because I've just looked at chat and I got that as well. Literally, you're now away from keyboard, you're now back at keyboard.
Oh, yeah.
Right before that guy self-destructed.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
I got that on mine. So it must have been something in the pro. I reckon it's not.
Okay.
I reckon it's a glitch in it somewhere.
Okay.
Because I got that just at exactly the same time as you said that. And I'm flying around pressing the speed up button.
So am I. I'm just flying around in circles, hoping that somebody
Wants to play.
comes over here. I see them on my map, but I don't know where they... Oh. They don't hang around for very long. We don't need C. We're fine. Rick, calm down. But, we bought a little entertainment, just some speakers and a Blu-ray, but it came boxed up. Nothing really expensive. It was actually very affordable compared to what they wanted for everything else. And it's so funny, we got it all hooked up, and we got an HDMI cable, which, you know, was almost the price of the whole damn system.
Yeah, well, yeah. So I do exactly the same. My HDMI cable is nearly £200 worth of cable. back when it first came out, it's cable for life, but it does run at 21 gig a second capability, so it is a top end cable.
I just need one to plug into the router out in the street.
Yeah, there's a straight Ethernet, straight from the main server unit.
So I got 100 quick draw medals.
Oh, my mouse is frozen. What's going on there? Oh, I've locked up completely. I might have to restart Star Wars because I've just... See, I told you I cursed my computer saying that.
You did. There you go. I have it on record. So you can watch this.
No. Oh, back again. That's better. It's back again.
So you actually got me on assists, but I got you on kills. So that means...
Switch around that time.
I guess my turret placement...
It was a bit more better than my turret's placement. I think for about 30 seconds or maybe a minute my turret was not even out. Someone shot it and I forgot to redeploy it again.